Okay. Everything is set and everything is recording. Hey, what's happening, all my Dragonlings? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damien Dragon, and welcome to Damien Dragon's daily premiere, daily streams. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and thank you guys so much for choosing Damien Dragon Plays. You guys are awesome. Now, today, we got a game that I was personally picked out to beta test. So yes, this is one of the first times anyone is seeing this personally. Now, I should read my NDA before I do this, just in case I could get in trouble. But this is from the team that made Derelict Void, and this is some of the stuff I responded to personally. And let me see. Just making sure. So give me one moment. Hold on. Okay, just had to make sure and cover my ass. It does not tell me that I cannot record this. So I'm not breaking any rules. Welcome to Derelict Void. This is supposed to be a cyberpunk, well, or as I put it, frostpunk. Let me see how to put it. Inspired by Frostpunk and originally funded on Kickstarter, Derelict Void involves scavenging for resources and base management as you command a ship and crew whose objectives is to stay alive. Basically, this is kind of like a city builder in a way. And I was very, very thankful to be able to get a early access Steam code to personally, you know, test out the game. So thank you to the makers of Derelict Void for allowing me personally to gain access to this so early, and I appreciate that. And the reason why I'm playing this as where I am at the moment is because right now God of War 3 is out of my reach at the moment, and so is The Fairly Odd Parents. So I decided to bring this to you guys. It's something very new, very fresh, something very innovative, and I really wanted to show this off to you. So I hope you guys are enjoying as much as I am, like, showing it off personally. So let's see what we got personally. Oh yeah, they do have their own Discord server. It says before the beginning. We suspect that it was some sort of accident, a wormhole collapse, tearing random objects all around us into some new place. We are now drifting around some unknown star. We are not the only ones here. There are distress signals and transmissions from the remnants of what was the local government. Within our own good ship, we have just finished patching together what we can and picking ourselves up. We can count ourselves fortunate to have an engine, supplies are low. Okay, move around with WASD. And I don't have a scroll wheel, so I may have a problem with that. I can click and drag objects or use Q and E to rotate. Okay, no problem. I'm control. Okay, so this allows, basically this is like, runs off of something that has to do with Sims, like we played before. We can pause, we can, you know, play with time and stuff. Okay. Captain, please feel free to pause at any time, It is worth taking your time to understand the current situation or to plan actions. Play and pause can be toggled using the play or pause button, using the controls on the top center of the screen. Okay, so up here. Okay, no problem. When time is paused, the screen will show a blue border. Alright, let me get myself a little more comfortable, because I was doing some of my schoolwork a little while ago, and believe me, it's hard enough as it is, I can guarantee you. Okay. Hold on. because I want to get comfy for this. Alright, understood. Next, resource monitor tutorial. Captain, we are faced with a resource shortage. This ship's population will need food, water, and oxygen to survive. We will not survive if we deplete any one of the 3 vital resources. The resources monitor window is visible on the top left corner of the screen. To expand the resource monitor to view the details, use the expansion button on the bottom right hand corner. Missing down here. Alright. Think I got that. Understood. Next. When we are faced with a resource shortage, the left and right edges of the screen will flash orange. When faced with a critical resource shortage, the left and the right edges of the screen will flash red. Our demise is imminent. It's imperative to either find or increase the production of the resources. Understood. Okay. There are 3 different building types: factories, storage buildings, and amenity buildings. Factories provide resources necessary for survival, e.g. oxygen, water, and food. Okay, cool. Storage buildings. Storage buildings do not produce any resources, but some of them can give adjacency bonuses to life support buildings. Storage buildings cannot be moved. Amenity buildings do not provide resources necessary for survival. They instead provide a boost to your population's morale. Alright. You'll discover some buildings with some parts missing. Buildings will not be function when they lack parts. Parts must be salvaged from other identical buildings. Understood. Alright. Upon selecting a building, you'll see the contextual buttons with different interactions. If an action is unavailable, the button will not be interactable. Explore. When we first dock to a hull, we do not know immediately what buildings are in that hull. Exploration allows the crew to determine what buildings are present in what conditions. Oh god, oh god. That is something that might need to be fixed. Again, this is a very early access. This is beta access. So, hopefully things, maybe that's something they can check out. Salvage parts. Some buildings that you will discover will not have enough parts to be operational. But we cannot build new buildings from scratch. We can salvage parts from abandoned buildings and transfer them to identical buildings that lack parts. Okay, so basically if I find a amenity building, I can take them and build upon the amenity building that I have. Okay? Turn effect on or off to throttle resource production. Alright. Boost productivity. The productivity of a building can be boosted by assigning a crew to it. Okay. Relocate building. Assign a crew to relocate a building, e.g. from a docked hull to a ship or to our ship. Bear in mind that this will take time and productivity will decrease to 0 while relocating. Alright. Demolish building. At times it may be necessary to demolish a building to make space for other buildings to fit in our ship. Okay. Captain, allow me to draw your attention to the travel button. Resources need to be gathered by traveling to different locations. Travel destinations will be made available to you when you click on the travel button. I'm guessing one of... I'll find with the button. Resources need to be gathered by traveling... Yep, okay. It is worth taking into consideration the fuel required, time required, and whether any resources are detected when selecting a travel destination. Containers may have resources. Hulls may contain buildings. Okay. After you select your travel destination, you will have the opportunity to select your preferred engine settings to allocate resources you have on hand to convert to fuel. Under engine settings, you are able to throttle your engine from maximum efficiency, less fuel required but takes more time to travel, to minimum efficiency, more fuel required but less time travel. Okay. Fuel conversion. Once you select your preferred engine settings, you'll be able you will have the opportunity to convert the resource you have on hand into fuel. Okay. By either using the sliders or pressing the button next to the sliders. A button press will automatically allocate the percentage of the corresponding resources to the fuel. When enough resources are allocated for fuel use, the confirm and travel button will become pressable. Press the button to start traveling. If you decide to change your engine setting during the process, the resources needed for fuel will be recalculated. Alright. 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 So, we have some good stuff. Power on and off. Alright. This looks actually wickedly cool. Alright. So basically clicking on the engine works. Alright, okay, so we are basically paused at the moment. Open and close hull. Ooh, that's actually really cool. Menu, and I could save at any time too. Alright. So, engine of the destination. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm overfueling. Okay, so I should be able to do this. Standard junction. Alright. Alright. So basically, just manage my resources. I do not have a way to, maybe that's something that they can look at. I don't have a way to, like, for people using, like, trackpad, I think that's something. You ever arrived at the drifting hull? Oh, I actually like the graphic. Really cool. Dog hole on the ship, okay. Captain, you have arrived at the first hull destination. Once you accept the arrival report upon reaching the destination, you have the opportunity to select which segment and port of the ship you would like to dock to the new hull to. Adjust the hull position relative to the ship with your cursor. Dockable areas will appear in green, like the dock. Once your docking process is complete, the hull can be explored and we could obtain resources in the building parts. Understood. Oh god. Captain, please allow me to bring your attention to the hull actions. Upon selecting a hull, you'll see the contextual buttons with the different interactions. If an action is unavailable, the button will not be interactable. Reposition hull. At any time, it may be necessary to reposition a hull to optimize the layout of our ship. Detach hull. Each hull we are docked to adds mass to our ship. Therefore, it increases the amount necessary of fuel to travel. Detaching a hull before traveling will allow us to travel without converting as many resources to fuel. For our Argo Explorer, this button will enable our crew to explore all buildings in the selected hull. I understand. When we first dock to a hull, not much is visible in the hull. Buildings will need to be explored in order for the rest of the hull to become visible. Exploration resources may be found in storage buildings, and factories may be present as well. Then the Enable Auto Explore button will enable our crew to explore all buildings in the selected hull. Understood. Crew. Okay. So we have 2 people in crew. crew are assigned to buildings and hull actions. This can be viewed at the top right of the screen. We have 2 crew available to begin with. If there are more than 2 buildings hull actions queued up under action events, the third action will appear but will not have the crew assigned to it. It's possible to unassign and reassign crew to the desired action. If a crew is injured, you will not be able to unassign the crew from recovering from injury. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna say let's put it right here. And we should be able to explore the building. Residential complex. All right. All right, what are we low on exactly? We got food and water. Oh God. Relocating buildings and salvaging building parts. Okay, select the building. Okay. Captain, if you desire to relocate a building, you can do so by selecting the building you wish to relocate and clicking on the relocate button. Adjust the building position with your cursor, and you can rotate the building using the R key. To click the initiate the relocation button. It will take some time to relocate for relocation to complete. Captain, if you desire to salvage building parts and transfer to an identical building with not enough parts, you can do so by selecting the building you wish to salvage and transfer parts from, clicking on the salvage button, and selecting the building you wish to transfer the building parts to. It will take some time for the repairs to complete. Building parts cannot be salvaged or transferred to a different type of building. For example, if you salvage electrolysis plant parts, you can only transfer the parts to another electrolysis plant with not enough parts. Okay, I appreciate it. Salvage parts. Oh wow, whoa. Alright, relocate, and we can put it here. Gas storage. Warehouse. This is actually a really fucked up thing for me to be trying to do here. CO2. We reassigned ourselves to the void. Defeat. We went as far as we could. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe that's something we can try out. Okay. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't. 8 hours, 11 hours, 6 hours. Okay. I shouldn't have used my food and water to do what I was doing. I was screwing up on food and water, personally. And I kind of get that. So, what I need to do is manage my resources just a little bit better. And, you know, keep my head in the game more than anything else. Because this is a research station, I need to get my head in the swivel. The drifting tanks are mostly intact and given a strong oxygen signature, should still be pressurized. None of these tanks are intended to be connected in pure vacuum with a level of damage. Things could go wrong. Most of the tanks have some form of damage. To start, let's try connecting less damaged tanks. Will take 2 hours, requires crew. Okay. Hopefully this works, okay. After a bit of struggle, we managed to connect and drain some of the tanks. The crew thinks that we have learned enough to make an attempt on some moderately damaged tanks. Okay, we're going for broke here. We're going for broke here. The work progressed carefully and nervously, but we have succeeded in draining the damaged tanks. But now let's get things cleared. Okay. So our oxygen is really good. We have a... What do I do here? This should have something to start off with so that I can understand like the hesitation, but you kind of go out quickly. Okay. Hopefully we can find something for like food and water. Maybe that should be like the first couple tasks you should be able to get, personally. That's just my personal and humble opinion. I don't know how... Oh my god, yeah, you run out of things. Here, let's see what we have. Got 120 water. Okay. But you're still kind of out of it. Food detected. Let's go. Okay. I understand a lot of things are not in a great thing. 13 hours. Oh my god. I'm kind of screwed here, ain't I? We're very low on food. Hopefully this gives us enough food to, you know, run out the timer here. The container rapidly closes as our shuttle is to do a burn to intercept. Oh, fucking hell. We don't have enough. Fucking hell. Yep. This is the former gay colonial authority. If you're receiving this message, you are aware that some sort of spontaneous spatial translation event has occurred. We simultaneously announce the formation of a provisional system authority in a state of emergency. Please do not panic. Please forward ship manifest and damage report. We will begin coordination and relief and rescue. Well, we are already kind of dead, so the crew was unable to continue. I understand. All right, I'm not the best at this by any stretch of the imagination. We'll try it one more time, but I'm doing as best as we can. Okay, first off, let's get some food. CO2. That keeps us going just a little bit longer. Alright. 50 hours worth of food, 41 hours worth of items. This is gonna bug the fuck out of me. This can't abruptly closes. Okay. Nothing comes easy. Come on, man, really? Alright. At least I can go for like a day or two, but I think some of the levels need to be adjusted a bit because you kind of run out of water and food extremely quickly. Okay, secure the container. See what we have. 120 food, 120 water. Good. That's fucking good. Survival equipment detected. 9 hours. Alright. We can... Alright, let's go. Yeah, you run out of food way too quickly for your own health. And I think that's something that needs to be, you know, bumped in. Probably, like, every hour you do run, it's gonna be kind of difficult. Communications was greeted by this automated storage facility. We needed to send our team to physically investigate. They report they can press a big green that says request supplies. There's also a door that reads authorized personnel. At the door and enter as authorized personnel. Okay. Disrupt the station power supply, but our crew were piling up the resources inside the station suddenly depressurized while structural tank them. Are you fucking serious? Either I'm making really bad decisions or alright. I'm doing my best here. Food detected. 8 hours. Alright. Okay. I think we're good. Alright, we're good. Alright. Military caches are normally nearly impossible to detect. However, this cache must have malfunctioned or disarmed as it was pulled into the space. There is still a risk that the tamper protection for each container is armed. With the right credentials, the containers can easily be opened. An alternative approach is to jerry-rig an EMP that should disable automatic security. 40 food. Alright. But we're running out of water now. We run out of food a little bit, you know, too fast. Alright. Get 48 food. Great. Alright. I'm learning. Parts detected. Okay, let's get it. Let's get them. And we can salvage what we need. Because having these will be great. We have 4 days worth of food. We have resources remaining. We're running out of oxygen. Oh boy. And we have 25 hours worth of that. This is very, you know, gut-wrenching. Alright. Alright. We can't afford to pay that price. I'm kind of screwed here. There is no fucking way. So, yep, even if I wanted to. This is a little bit of a difficult thing here. Personally, I'm gonna leave this here. I know it's not a very long episode. But it's worth the time and the effort to put in. But Derelict Void is a really cool concept, and I would play a lot more. It has you on the edge where you see a lot more than you think, and a lot more than you want to admit to yourself, personally. But, what I do believe out of this is that it can be, you know, tweaked just a little bit. The concept is great. I love the concept. Don't get me wrong. And I'm very happy that they reached out to me to, you know, test out the game and see what can be fixed up. I think the resource management needs to be tweaked just a little bit, because certain players that haven't really played city builders, stuff like that, is not going to understand why they're losing power so badly in the first couple minutes of any given run in Derelict Void. And I don't know whether they have like an end goal story for the game. Personally, I seen like just a little bit. Like there's a colonel, basically like a federation that you need to let know, like, hey, you're still alive out here. Personally, and I think that's actually a really cool concept. I hope they had a whole thing planned out for this, and I want to see more of that. But it's kind of difficult when, and after like that little first section, you get kind of screwed out of, you know, out of it. So I want to see more of what the game has to offer, but you can't do that when you're losing resources so quickly. You know what I mean? So, what is the name of the developers of this game? This is from Sterling Games, I believe it's called Sterling Games. Yep, the Sterling Games team. Yep. Sterling Games. And they did put their thing is the work done is on Derelict Void so far has been entirely voluntarily. Alright, awesome. Independent development studio Sterling Games will be releasing their space survival game Derelict Void on March 18th. Mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. Mark your calendars if you guys want to see some play the game too. is a galactic role-like city builder involving scavenging for resources and base management, creating a ship and crew searching for resources to stay alive. Inspired by Frostpunk, Derelict Void has originally funded on Kickstarter back in November with the support of 148 backers after reaching 112% of its original goal. That is absolutely wonderful. And it is coming out March 18th. I'm playing this on the 7th. So I'm extremely grateful to be able to play this early. So Sterling Games, I am very, very, very interested in this game, and I can't wait to play more. But there are some things that need to be just a little bit tweaked. The game itself is fine, perfectly fine. Everything works according to plan. But I think the resources run out just a little bit too fast to be able to see too much. I'm pretty sure you want to see people to see your game in a, you want to have them see the game and how much it has to offer, what stuff, lies in wait in the vast emptiness of space. Personally, I would like to build the colony of my ship, but my resources run out so fast that I'm not able to, do that. So maybe that's something that you can work on that one, personally. But other than that, the game is terrific. It looks great. It feels great. It feels great just to see, like, everything pop up and say, hey, this is this, this is this, this and this is this. What do you want to do here? And it's a life and death situation on what you pick. And I feel really confident in that. I love that type of stuff. Because it has you on the edge of your seat, thinking and saying, like, hey, I want this more. What's going to happen when I click this button? Am I going to kill my entire crew? Am I destroying my crew right now by clicking this button? Am I ultimately saving my crew by doing this? What is going to be the option that kills me? And I like that kind of, like, derelict style for you. And pardon the phrase. I like that kind of, like, mentality. Make them guess, and it can go one way or another. And I'm pretty sure that's, like, random number generated. That either A, it works out really well and you get a good reward for it, or B, it ends horribly and something goes wrong and you're penalized for it. Which makes you think, like, okay, you need to really think about your choices. Is this worth it? Is this worth my crew? Is this worth my resources to click this button and say high risk, high reward, or low risk and just go after the next big prize? And I think that's the option that I thoroughly enjoy. So again, thank you to Derelict Void and thank you to the Sterling Games team for giving me early access to the game. I very much appreciate it. This is actually the first time I've actually been asked to, beta test the game for people. And I very much appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. And I hope you guys go and check them out. March 18th, it'll be right here on Steam. I cannot give you personally a price, I do not know. But I can say that this is actually really worth a look. If you guys think you can do better than me, please let me know. And go and grab up the game. It's going to be worth the time and it's going to be worth the effort to look into it. I promise you, this game has a lot of potential. Personally, I don't play city builders, but this one actually got me intrigued. And for the first time, I really want to sit back and play it on my own and see what kind of stuff I can get myself into. Maybe I can get a little better. Maybe I'm just being, facetious when it comes to the resource building, and I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I'm gonna play it for about another 2-3 hours and see if I can get my head wrapped around the game. But I hope you guys enjoyed personally. I love playing this actually at the moment. So I would suggest go picking up March 18th. It's going to be up on Steam. So go and grab yourself a copy. And right now, as of right now, I don't have too much stuff to say about it. I do have something to say about it, but it's not enough to crash what I think about the game, in all honesty. So it has my seal of approval, so go check out Derelict Void. March 18th, it'll be up on Steam. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to go. And by the way, they didn't pay me to play the game. they just gave me an early access code and asked me to play the game and see what I thought. So I'm doing this completely free of charge. I'm just giving you guys an accurate reading of what I think of the game personally. I was actually intrigued. Somebody else may think this absolutely sucks, but I'm into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see something quite like this, I have another game called Fallout Shelter. It's another kind of city building type of game where you go around with your crew and just stay alive in the wasteland. So check that out. That'll be on the left hand side of the screen the last 20 seconds, and I appreciate you guys watching the premiere. Also on the right, there'll be the subscribe button. I should click it and join, because we do something like this every single day, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be clicking. We just hit 500 subscribers, so come in, join in. I can guarantee you this is around the time you want to be a Dragonling, because we're doing a 5-hour live stream on Wednesday to commemorate the whole thing. So be there or be square. Anyway, till next time, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed. It's time for us to end off. Good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you Dragonlings back inside the world of Derelict Void. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for some more D.Dragon action. Peace.